Hey everyone, this is the LEGO Death Star Final Duel. This set has 775 pieces, 5 minifigures as shown at the bottom right. It is for ages 9 and up, and it retail in the US for $100. However, you can find it on clearance, commonly for around $90. The front box art honestly looks amazing. I love the front box art. It just looks great. They got the royal guards guarding the gate at the front. You got Palpatine using his lightning, while the two are fighting down there, Darth Vader and Luke. And then you can flip to the back of the box here. It shows off some of the features and different things that the set offers. And let's get on to the figures of the set right now. Our first figure here is Luke Skywalker. And oddly enough, this is like the second cheapest way to get this figure. The cheapest way is the new Imperial shuttle that came out in 2021. And that's pretty amazing for such kind of a bland figure, to be honest. It's a nice torso print, nice back print. I don't know what they actually would add to this figure, really. Maybe a more suiting hairpiece, but besides that, I don't know how you make this figure much better. But if you look at his head, he has a stern face there, and you can flip it to the other side where he has a more happy face there. Have that focus. There you go. And a nice back print there as well. Just very simple. I mean, maybe they could update the print, but besides that, I don't know how you get much better with this figure. Our next figure up here is Darth Vader, and he is easily the highlight of the set. Just, oh my god, does he look amazing. The updated print on his leg that they introduced is incredible, and that nice arm print there, it's so good. Actually up until 2021, he's only been in 3 sets. This set, the $40 Bespin dual set, which was like exclusive for a little bit, and now the $70 Darth Vader's chamber, or meditation chamber. That is it. That is the only way to get the arm printed Vaders. At the time, it was really like, unless you had the $40 exclusive Bespin dual set, this was the cheapest way to get this figure, so it was exclusive at the time, and it is an amazing figure. It looks incredible. The blade, no one ever complains about this, but really his hilt should be more black, at least gunmetal gray, because his saber is black. But I don't really care too much. His back print looks very good there, and you can take his 2-piece helmet off, which I think looks incredible. I'm really glad they actually updated the old one. This one looks amazing, and that's, oh, I guess I can show the back of the head there. It's very simple. But it looks incredible. Easily the highlight of the set, and a main draw for many people. Our next figure up here is Emperor Palpatine, and he's just kind of your typical Emperor Palpatine. We've seen this figure several times before, except the difference between him and the older ones is actually that new hood piece. Normally it would actually come down here, and it's more rounded. This one's kind of more blocky-ish, has some more detail on the side. I actually do prefer the newer helmet, or hood piece rather. I just knocked it away. But he has a nice expression there, more angry and upset, and this one is just kind of a stern face, and some, I'm going to move these lightning pieces, which you obviously see that he gets. He also gets a lightsaber with a gold hilt. We'll get to that later in the review. But there is his torso print and leg print, very standard and typical for him. And no back print, which I actually do find a little interesting, but I don't mind it too much at all because, well, he has his cape on, and I have him sitting in the seat when I display it anyways, so you definitely won't be seeing that, and I really do like this figure. And our last 2 figures are the 2 Imperial Royal Guards. They're the exact same. They have not been updated much at all since they were introduced into LEGO Star Wars, and do they look good. I really like the mold here that they have for their mask. That is really clean, black cut underneath. They have fine torso print, no leg print, and fine, or actually don't have back torso print rather. But I don't mind that at all. It is a very simple figure, but it looks really good. And actually, I love the cape. It's the newer, softer style of cape. You got like a maroon red out here, and a much brighter red out here. So it's a really cool look to it. It almost looks like a shadow, and I really do dig that. If you want to see the comparison of the 2 colors there, because I have both figures there, it is awesome. And these figures are amazing. And here it is. The Death Star Final Duel, or Emperor Palpatine's throne. It actually is pretty awesome. This is actually a very recent remake. I think the last one was 2018. I don't quite remember. I remember actually owning it, and then my brother, when he was younger, destroying it and tearing it apart. Thank you, Andrew. So I have that just scattered on my pieces. But this looks awesome, and this is the most compact look you can get from it. You can also do a little function like this. Let me get my stand over here so I can do that with my hands. And then what you do is, so you actually just pull this apart. There's a clip there. Same on the other side. You can pull that apart as well. And then you slide it like that, and then that's cool. Well, the difference between the newer one and the old one, these actually like kind of like lock here. Before you just close it all the way so like all 3 glasses are next to each other. and you can slide this one out. There also wasn't a locking mechanism with this thing. There was a locking mechanism, but not to the bridge here, or the, I guess it is a bridge, right? And then there you go, it is all spread out, and that is the most open you can make the set, and that looks pretty awesome. So we're going to start the review of the actual thing looking at the front here. So the front here, you got like a little chalice thing here with actually a gold minifigure head, which is pretty neat. I actually do like that. You got like a little green figure type thing there, and you actually grab both of your royal guards and display them right here where they guard the entrance to the throne, and that is a pretty cool look to it. And then you actually take these things on the side and open the door up so you can actually enter your figures in, and it does fit the figures in. I have a bit of trouble with this thing closing it sometimes. There we go. But there's also, like, no matter how hard you press it, even if you hold it, there's still sort of a gap there. So you always have a gap there. If you guys are in the market for buying that set, just notice that there is a gap right there. And then taking a closer look, past here you got that little hole. It's just not too much, a couple tiled areas. You can't stand figures on that because of that, but it actually does make it a nice look. And then here you have these two, and the reason they are more studded is so that you remember which ones break. So you do this, and you flake the figures off like that, and that is a really cool feature. It actually breaks the stairs, and then they're really easy to put back on. All right, now from these stairs, we're going to raise up here. This is actually his throne. These are really cool details that you actually see throughout the throne room, and I'm glad they included them here. They're really, I don't know exactly what they are. They're like lights or something, and they're really cool. And you actually look on these little side panels here. It shows some like Death Star, things, and maybe the center of the core. And over here is the same, or no, it's actually a different sticker, but it again shows the Death Star, and that is pretty cool. And then you got the Emperor's throne right there, and I'll show you what he looks like on the throne. And there the Emperor is on his throne. Actually, you can move his hands down a little bit there. There we go. And then you can actually turn the throne around, and you find his hidden lightsaber. Why there's two clips, I don't know, unless they want you to put the blade here and the hilt here. I don't know, but there is two clips there if you want to attach something else, or split the saber in half. And that is pretty much it for the throne up here, except for the fact that you can actually take the entire thing like this off. So if you want to have your own little side set type thing, you can actually sort of have it. It's going to lead down, and that it's going to have that little slope to it. But you can do that if you want. And then coming back here, you got a nice open area. I'm going to flip the set around. And when you flip it around, you see some more, area for you to play with your figures. And right here, there's two clips, so you can actually clip the Emperor's lightning on both of those. And then you also got this little thing here, which is actually supposed to, I guess, hook his cape. But I'm not going to do that. I think you guys can imagine what that looks like. So yeah, let's get on to our next feature. The thing I want to look at is this side here. It is just, another area to play with your figures here. You can actually knock that over as you saw. So we're actually going to knock it, I guess, inward like that, and the entire thing falls. That's actually pretty cool. So what you can do, well, really in the scene, what happens is Luke is up here. Vader throws his blade here, and then bang, it would knock Luke over. But they actually have implemented another feature here. So if you grab a figure, we'll say Luke here, if he actually fits his feet in there, but you can't put his feet in there like that. Hopefully he stands. All right, sweet. And then you get this piece back here, and you would just flick it up like that, and you have him flying. He's supposed to land on here, but that's like extremely challenging to do, and I don't expect any kid to do that. And then our last section here, you got some lights on these sides of the cylinder piece. You don't get any on the back, which I believe on the older version you actually did. However, on this one, you get stuff for the inside, which is actually really neat, and it's open. And that is a really smart choice by the LEGO designer, because you're actually going to be throwing, I have Palpatine in the throne right now, so I'm just going to do Luke, but you would essentially throw Palpatine down here, and he would die, or supposedly, until he becomes a clone in episode 9. And then if you want to get him out, instead of digging your hands in here, you would just lift this up. Now with Luke on the bottom there, it's a little difficult because of his blade, but essentially you would just lift it up and you would get your Palpatine figure back, which is an awesome, very ingenious design by the designer to include that, and I think that is just, amazing. Before we get to the overall thoughts, I wanted to show you guys a back view of this thing. It's a little bit more bland, but it actually doesn't look too bad, as you may expect. And then you actually flip these down if you want to, and maybe have, Palpatine crash out the Death Star window. And that's another problem with the set, is these come off really easily because they're very loosely connected. But that is about it. You can actually do that with that one as well. Flip the thing down like this, the glass, the window, so that's cool. And yeah, let's get on to the overall thoughts. So yeah, overall guys, I think this is an amazing set for kids and adults. I think it is an awesome, awesome display piece, an awesome, awesome play set. It is great. You can maybe argue the price to piece ratio isn't there, but quite frankly, I actually do see the value for $100, especially if you can go to Walmart and maybe another place that has it on clearance and get it for $90. That is an excellent deal. So yeah, if you guys don't have this set, I would definitely recommend it. I'm going to rate it a 9.5 out of 10. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is my channel if you guys don't mind subscribing. And up here on the left and right, there's 2 playlists of videos that you, hey, maybe you not have seen yet, and you can go check those out if you would like. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.